Hey everyone, welcome back to week 4 of the Ribbon Masters Draft League Season 3. This week we're up against Fyre Festival, coach of the Charlotte Camerupts. And as you can see, I don't really have a good matchup this week. Mainly because they have a lot of ground types, which you'd think might be good because I have Grookey and Chikorita, but Marini, I kind of built my team around Marini, and Marini doesn't really do much. I mean, at least I don't think so. Just because it's slow and it can be outsped by most of their team. And maybe I totally planned this wrong, but I don't know. I just didn't feel good about Marini. Anyway, so you can see, Mindfu is super good. Everything LC involved says that Mindfu is like the best thing ever. Mostly because it gets Regenerator. It's fighting type, which is super good in LC, but then it's also got like U-turn, fake out. I think it gets fake out. Yeah, it gets fake out. And Regenerator. Which is annoying to play around, but I'm sure that's how other people feel when they have to plan for Marini. So, anyway, Hippopotamus. This is just an insanely bulky ground type, and I have a lot of physical attackers, so it's just going to be hard to take that down. Sandile, another ground type, but it's fast and it hits hard. Annoying, and the dark type is also frustrating. But luckily, it doesn't have as big of a move pool as I thought it did, which can work in my favor. I think I planned properly for that. Lilleep is also going to be annoying. I don't have anything that can hit it hard. Like, this is going to take several hits. It's going to be frustrating to play around. I'm pretty sure they've brought it to every single game they've played. This isn't completely updated yet, but I'm pretty sure they brought Lilleep, and yeah, it's just frustrating to play around. I don't think they'll bring Phanpy because I don't think they're gonna like bring all the ground types they have. So I'm not too worried about Phanpy, but that is a good rock setter, and I think it spins as well. I know Donphan can spin, but maybe Phanpy can't. But yeah, Swinub is also. I bet they might bring Swinub just because it's an ice type, and they know I've got like a lot of grass types to counter all their ground types. I assume. So I can see Swinub coming in, but again, it's kind of slow and not very. It's pretty frail too. But that could surprise me. Ferroseed, this is so annoying to play around. I don't have any special fire types. I don't have any fire types, but especially like not special ones. So this is going to be frustrating to play around. Yeah, I don't know. It gets Iron Barbs, which is why I was like talking about the special. Like with the physical moves, like yeah, I can like dent it, but I'm also going to take a lot in return. So that's why Ferroseed is just so annoying. Ferroseed and Mind, like this is just such a good like team they got. I'm really really worried. Drillbur, same thing. Another fast ground types, kind of like Sandile. Yeah, just frustrating. Kabuto, they might bring Kabuto just as a rock type. I don't know. I didn't plan for Kabuto. Plus, it's 4 times weak to the grass, so I don't think they're going to bring Kabuto or Wooper or Cleffa. I think Cleffa was just kind of their meme pick, but who knows? I really don't have anything to stop a fairy, so maybe they'll bring Cleffa and Cleffa will sweep. I think that'd be the funniest thing. Also, for the record, I think Cleffa and Phanpy are like the 2 cutest Pokemon. There are several others, but I think Phanpy usually takes the cake for me, but Cleffa's up there as well. So anyway, the good thing I have going for me, but also the bad thing is I can't predict which 60 they're going to bring. So that's good for me in the fact that like I'm sure they're like struggling to figure out which to bring, but also I can't like plan accordingly. But I bet they're going to bring these top 4 and Ferroseed and Drillbur. I think when it comes down to it, just their top picks, just because those are all just so bulky and hit my team really hard. Yeah. Yeah, very frustrating. So sweet. So yeah, that's their team, and I I was out of town this week, so I haven't had like a whole lot of time to plan my team. But I think for like I don't know, I think I have a pretty good team. So I this week I'm planning on leading with Meowth. I, just because that's like one of my special attackers, quote unquote, that can do somewhat damage. If I can set up a nasty plot and retain my sash, I'll feel pretty good. But I mean, they're gonna have rocks. You can see with Artemis, I have to bring Artemis this week just to spin out those rocks. But I didn't bring any rocks of my own because almost every one of their Pokemon resists the rocks. So my whole plan this week is just to hit fast and hit hard. Because if they get set up, like there's just little I can do to work around that. So that's kind of my plan. So that's why I'm planning on leading Charlie. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just worried about this week. So Charlie got Fake Out. Just chip damage is always good with the Technician boost. It outspeeds like everything. Water Pulse. It's 60 base power, so it also gets the Technician boost, and it hits all the ground types. But I do have to worry about Lileep because that will have Storm Drain. So that's where HP Fighting comes in. The reason I'm doing Fighting because it hits super effective against both Lileep and Pharaoh Seed. I was thinking about doing Fire, but you can see I have Fire on Frank here. So Fighting is hopefully the right call there. So yeah, my goal is to lead Meowth and just nasty plot and just sweep as much as I can just before they can get set up. But a few of their Pokemon get priority, so I don't know. I don't know. That's the problem. So yeah, if things don't go well here, I'm gonna switch to Trubbish. This is kind of like, these are the only hazards I'm bringing. It's just regular spikes. I know Poison can do well against his team, especially Lileep. Yeah, so that's why. But I'm bringing Toxic because I get the 100%, and I don't have to worry about somebody spinning off the spikes. So yeah, this is kind of like what Trubbish is here for. Giga Drain, you'll see that I have almost like grass moves on every single one of my team, just for all the grass types. But I also needed to run more special moves just because of Pharaoh Seed. Pharaoh Seed is so polarizing about Pokemon. It's ridiculous. Because it's like, oh yeah, I have like a strong like fire type, but it's like, you know, physical like Fire Punch. You're gonna take so much recoil from that. Well, I guess it might be a set recoil, but still, over time you're gonna take, you know, the Iron Barbs. People I've seen run Rocky Helmet and Iron Barbs. Like, it's just never, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking too much. I just think it's never a good idea to run a physical set against Pharaoh Seed. So, that's Frank. Giga Drain, Toxic, mostly for Lileep, but also to kind of scare away people that might set up. HP Fires for Pharaoh Seed. And that's pretty much it. I think that's the whole reason I'm bringing HP Fire. This is just for Pharaoh Seed. But yeah, this is kind of... I was debating between Chikorita and Trubbish, but with Swinub, I think Swinub worked to scare me away from bringing another grass type. But this is also a good resist against Mindfu. Yeah, just because, you know, poison type, obviously. So yeah, that's Trubbish. Sticky Hold to keep Eviolite, just to keep as much bulk as I can. Giga Drain will also help keep me healthy. Next up, we have Artemis making a return. Artemis has been putting in work this season. I was really surprised with that. When I drafted Sandshrew, it was mostly just to rapid spin and set up rocks, but I realized how much of like it's a good sweeper. And I would say I'm running Sand Rush because we can't run Sand Veil, but this will also help if they do bring Hippopotas, because I bet Hippopotas will have, what is it, Sandstorm, the Sandstorm ability, I can't think of the name. But then I'll get the speed boost there. Obviously I'm running a lot of speed anyway, just in case they, you know, they're not running that, but yeah, Sandshrew, it just hits hard. Rapid Spin to keep Hazard off my side as best as I can. Leech Life, that does good against their Sandile, but also Brick Break will do well. But Earthquake, it's just a good neutral move, especially when I max out the attack. I think, I don't know. Sandshrew has been surprising me just like Meowth has. Like, it does well. Leech Life, just trying to keep it healthy. Brick Break, also super effective. to a few Pokemon. Sandile, Lilip, that's another one, and then Swinub as well. But yeah, Sandshrew, yeah, obviously, I think this is going to be a good pivot, just because I think it resists most of their moves. They do have to watch out for Hippopotas with Ice Fang. But yeah, that's just kind of the best I could have planned for Sandshrew. Up next is Mac. Mac has to put in the work this week, or else I have failed Mac completely. If Grookey just goes down without taking out, if Grookey goes down without taking out at least 2 Pokemon, I have failed Grookey as a coach, and I feel bad about that. But because of that, I dropped the Life Orb and I'm doing Choice Band because I need to keep this thing healthy as possible because of all the ground types. I do have to worry about speed, like being outsped. I'm still running Jolly max speed, but I could easily be outsped. But yeah, this is kind of my counter to a lot of their Pokemon. Hippopotas, Sandile, Drillbur, mostly with Grassy Glide. As long as I have Terrain up, this will get priority. But Swinub gets Ice Shard, but I still think I outspeed Swinub with this set, so I don't really have to worry about that. But even strong like neutral attacks, I do have to be wary of. So Choice Band is also there. I think I'm gonna have to play some mind games with Grookey. I might just keep bringing in use U-turn, bring it in use U-turn just to kind of scare them away. And I also really don't want to reveal Band. I don't think they have any Friskers on their team, so I don't want to reveal Band until I have to. But kind of the goal is to take out as many Pokemon as I can without using Grookey. But I know inevitably Grookey's gonna have to come in to pick up a KO, and hopefully not get KO'd in return. So yeah, Mac, I'm really hoping I treat you well this week. Up next, D is coming back. I was actually, last video kind of said it as a joke, but this is just another ground resist, mostly because it's flying. I have the boots on there because they're going to have Stealth Rocks up, and that'll just decimate me more than their other moves. So yeah, but Tailwind is just, I need speed control on my team. I don't know. I don't know when Zubat is going to come in. I don't think I'm going to lead with that, but probably later in the game, before I unleash Grookey, I'll probably drop a Tailwind. So I was running Calcs. The reason I'm doing Heat Wave instead of HP Fire, I know that accuracy sucks, and I usually try to stay away from that. Like I usually try to go accuracy over power, especially in the matchup like this. But to run HP Fire, I have to drop IVs on my special attack and speed, and I just don't think it's worth it to do that. Heat Wave, I don't think it's an OHKO on Pharaoh Seed, which is annoying, but I think it'll do enough to scare it away. Giga Drain, obviously a good grass move for all their ground types, and Air Slash for a good strong stab and a chance for a flinch. That'll also take out Mindfu. I think that kind of OHKOs Mindfu if it hits. So this is a little frustrating because it's like low accuracy, but I mean this is kind of like what I'm forced to use. That was another Pokemon I was thinking about switching out Chikorita for, but I just needed another ground resist or ground immunity really. Yeah, and then last up is Pondy. Pondy's coming back because Pondy is the coolest. Levitate this time. Again, ground immunity. Also, it's Ghost type, which is huge for Mindfu, because if they're running a high jump kick, I can try to predict and switch in Duskull. That way they take that recoil damage. And then, I don't know, I'm kind of running some, I don't know, tricky stuff. So I did Eviolite, not Choice Band, just so I can keep bringing it in against Mindfu. They might have knockoff, which will be scary, but with this set, it'll survive a knockoff, and then Revenge should take out Mindfu. And it's super effective against Sandile and Lilip, and yeah. Shadow Sneak, just kind of like a last ditch, priority. I mean, stab priority is always good, right? Sucker Punch, maybe for more prediction things. And if I survive without the Eviolite, then I'm gonna kind of play some trick games. So, um, yeah. So I don't know. That's just kind of my plan with Pondy. I put more into defense and special defense, just because. I mean, I honestly probably should have like put them all on the defense, but I think with how I'm running my EVs, that's all I could do. But yeah, pretty scary matchup this week. I didn't have a whole lot of time to prep for it. Honestly, only like a couple hours to like run calcs and stuff, but hopefully we get the W. Sweet. So yeah, I'll be back whenever the battle starts. All right, so we are okay. I was pretty much right. I was surprised by Kabuto. I think I might just leave Charlie. Stick with the plan, right? This thing's probably gonna have rocks up, right? A nasty plot. That's fine, right? Oh, that's not fine. Okay. In comes Mac. Dang it, that is so frustrating. Okay. Let me just slow down here. So do I want to use Graxy Glide and hope to get a KO? Or do I want to U-turn? I think I'm going to U-turn. That did more than I thought it would. Okay, going into Frank now. I might just HP Fire. Oh no. Ancient Power? Oh no, this is not good. Okay. No good, no good. I think I'll have to bring in Artemis now. And Leech Life. Oh no! Whirlwind's fine, right? I think I have to glide, right? I mean, they're gonna switch into Pharaoh Seed. That was a bad move on my part. I need to slow down. This this game. Oh. Interesting. Wait, hard. Well, I'm gonna have to hard switch. Okay, what can? It hasn't revealed a move yet. I'm gonna have to go into Frank, right? What can it do? What can do that? It's gonna switch out, right? I gotta predict the switch. Okay, nice. That's frustrating. Alright, back to Pondy. Critical hit. Alright, do you think they're gonna switch again? I bet they won't. Because I've already revealed Giga Drain, right? I mean, there's still a para chance, but... Okay. Well, that's good. I didn't at least I didn't reveal HP. Well, okay, so this is reveal knockoff and Aqua Jet. It probably has like a ground move, right? Why would they bring Kabuto against Trash? I mean, maybe they're just gonna Aqua Jet? It's gonna outspeed everybody except for Mac, but I need to preserve Mac, right? I did not account. I did not plan for Kabuto. That's frustrating. I mean, this can take a hit, right? But he's got to predict the switch. This is a big turn for me, mostly because I don't know what to do. I mean, I need to keep Frank because I have nothing for Ferroseed. Hondi is good for Mindfu. Okay, Artemis. Yeah, same. I have to go to Mac. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to Drain Punch, right? Or should I knock off? I'm gonna knock off. Oh no. Oh no, this is no good. This is no good. This might be game. I have nothing that can do anything against this Lily or the Pharisee anymore. Oh no. Oh no. Who did I toxic? Oh, Hippopotamus, yeah. That was great. Good thing is it doesn't have Eviolite anymore. Bad news is it's Lily. And I've got no priority. I mean, I have some priority with Pondy. Guess I have to use Revenge, right? Shadow Sneak. No, 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 no. No, no! Oh, that is game. That is game. I have to leech life here. Hope to get the KO. That's good. It's got Aqua Jet, yeah. Aqua Jet's gonna try to come and clean me up. I mean, that's the best thing it can do, right? I don't know. I really don't have a plan here. I got a Giga Drain, hopefully. Oh no. That's GG. Man. That was frustrating. Yeah, I wish Zubat did more. Oh no, this is a bad loss, everybody. Okay, I should probably be talking in this video. Yeah, so I can kind of just type it right there. So Meowth is really good. Meowth is super good, and I've been very surprised by Meowth. But the problem is, and I said it right there, it's so prediction reliant, and with their team, with all these ground types, it's so hard to pick like the right ones. Man. Man, it makes perfect sense to bring Kabuto. Why would they not bring Kabuto? Because they know Sandshrew is my only spinner, right? So yeah, you need something to threaten my spinner, and that way you keep the rocks up, and the rocks obviously did. The good news is we took out Hippopotas and Lily, right? Those are two like the scariest ones. The bad news is we couldn't take out anything else. I don't even think Mianfu like came in, right? I keep saying their name different. Mindfu. Yeah, it didn't even come in. Drillbur came in for a little bit. I mean, like I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I also knew that like this matchup was going to be very difficult because they have a great team. I mean, this is like, it's just a really good team against my team. They kind of said it right here, yeah. Dual-edged sword, so not run weak armor. I mean, I don't think I hit it once, so I guess I didn't know. I'm sorry, everyone. I should probably be talking. I'm still just kind of thinking about what happened. Glad I'm getting some feedback. I think everybody knows this is like my first like real competitive anything. I don't know. I mean, that's the thing is like the whole reason I entered this is for the experience, and this I think is a good experience. I'm gonna go back. So when they led with Kabuto, I should have switched. I should have faked out. Or just use HP fighting. I mean, I didn't run the calc for it because I didn't think Kabuto was going to come, but I really should have. Also, I wonder if bringing Chikorita was the right call. I should have put in more. I said it earlier, like my whole plan was to hit hard and fast before they set up, but they did the same thing. They didn't really need to set up, right? I think they set up rocks, but that was it. That's one turn. So I really should have been playing the setup game. I mean, there's a lot of things I should have done differently, right? Hindsight's 20/20, but they just played a great game. Okay, let's just kind of go through this together. So I nasty plotted because I just assumed that Metal Gear Solid here is going to change out, but they didn't. Knock off Aqua Jet and Liquidation. For whatever reason, I just thought they were going to spin in rocks. And I shouldn't have, obviously. But anyway, I thought I was going to force them out. I honestly should have switched out. Meowth is probably not the best lead, but... well, it can be a good lead. Everything it says, you know, like mid to late game sweeper, but since I was already planning on doing that with Grookey, I think Meowth, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you guys all saw why I predicted what I did. Yeah, so I just assumed that Kabuto was going to switch out. It didn't. Took away a huge chunk of my health. And then had a priority I didn't plan for because I did not plan for this beast at all. Which I should have. And then bringing in Grookey to threaten the switch, but then I don't think I predicted... I mean, I predicted the switch. This did more than I thought it was going to, this U-turn. I mean, Choice Band's really good, but... And they predicted my switch, which makes sense. I mean, that I should have known. I should have known. Yeah, see you. Trubbish is good for all the non-ground types on their team, and that's why I brought it. Just because with Sticky Hold Eviolite, like nothing can really like do much against it. But I just mispredicted. This was a big turn right here. They, man, that was really good of them. Bring in Ferroseed, force out Grookey, and just switch because they know Grookey can't do anything against Ferroseed, right? Because Grookey doesn't get a fire move. Oh, that's so frustrating. I mean, that makes sense being only one generation of Pokemon, but... Sandstream? I knew it was going to be Sandstream, right? Man, maybe I should have rock... never mind. My only rock type is Granados, which doesn't really benefit much from the special Spadef boost. Because anything can take it out. Zubat for the ground immunity. They knew that. They knew I was going to switch. I mean, they're great prediction, Fyre. I mean, I don't know how long they've been playing like competitive, but they knew what they were doing with their team, and when they drafted and played it, like it's really good. They played a really good game. Stealth Rock up. Drain to do anything against Lily. I mean, that's the thing with Zubat, right? I needed it for the ground immunity, but I didn't. I mean, they brought 2 rock types. I should have known. Since Zubat did, I don't know. I think I surprised Zubat. I surprised people with Zubat last week. I think maybe people are like, oh, duh. But I think I surprised people. But so they probably predicted. They had to predict, right? Even if I didn't bring Zubat last week, like that is a ground immunity. 2 ground immunities that they had to account for, which I should have predicted when I was team building. That's all right. They played a great game. They predicted really well. They played really well. I mean, they had the great, like, 2 of their Pokemon didn't even come in, right? Or maybe just 1. Just 1 of their Pokemon didn't even come in. So, and that's like one of the scariest ones. I shouldn't have kept Sandshrew against Lily. I don't know what I was thinking there. I didn't have a switch in for Lily other than Trubbish, but man, I really don't know why I didn't do that. What I should have done, instead of keeping Sandshrew in, I should have switched out to Zubat. Zubat doesn't really do anything to Lily, but this is going to be a game of switching, and they probably knew that. I mean, they were ready for it with the rocks, so. Dang. I mean, again, great game to Fyre. They played really well. They played really well. But, yeah, so cool. Thank you all for watching. Sorry I couldn't bring another W back, but sorry for the lack of like actually talking out my thoughts. I don't know, I just really had to think a lot this week. I mean, I can keep coming up with excuses as to why I lost, but honestly, Fyre just played a great game. And I think they knew I had a poor matchup, and it was pretty easy to predict like what I would bring. Well, I shouldn't say easy to predict, but they predicted well. I think that's the most of competitive Pokemon is predicting. So, so yeah. Again, I need to stop making like caveats to their victory. Fyre played really well and got the victory. They earned that victory. So, yeah. So cool. Luckily, I'm not going on vacation again. Okay. I need to catch myself. I'm like interjecting like all these excuses as to why I lost. But I am going to say I'll have a lot more time to prepare for next week's battle. So hopefully, hopefully we get a W there. Okay, I still did it even though I called myself out for it. Okay, I'm done. Anyway, sweet. Again, good game to Fyre. I need to sign off now. Good game to Fyre. They played really well. They earned the victory. See you all next week with my team build and the match, and hopefully we get that W. Sweet. See you all next time.